Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing my new MOC Shadow. This is the first MOC in my new Miniature MOC series, and next week probably is when I'll release the build for this MOC. Now let's get into the detailed review, starting off with the legs. The leg design is very simple, as you can see. I was going to go with one of those Bionicle connector pieces, but typically the joints are so fragile and they break so quickly that I decided it would be better to go with a simple Technic design. I used one of these Bionicle joint pieces for his lower leg. I actually flipped it around backwards because there's a gap in the back of the leg, and so it's very easy to connect armor plates there, so I decided to flip it around backwards. Plus, the front technically makes a very good rear part of the leg. It's already detailed and everything, so it's a very simple but effective method to make easy but pretty cool looking leg designs. I went with simple feet for this MOC just because I wasn't really going to go all out, since this is the first MOC after all of this new series. But I think it is a pretty good start to a brand new series. Now on to the upper body. As you can see, both arms use the exact same length of Hero Factory joints for the upper arm and for the forearm. I really like this claw piece. It's one of my favorite Bionicle weapons, and so I decided to incorporate that in his design by mounting them to his forearms. And also I gave him an axe, or more of a hatchet. Well, I put it on his back for him to grab in battle. It's kind of hard to get it off without both of these Technic pieces coming off also, just because they're very tight, so it's kind of hard to get them. I'll go ahead and keep the hatchet off for now so I can show you that later on in the review. There's really not much else to show you on the arms. They're pretty simple, as you can see. The head is really where it's at on this MOC for me. I know it's a simple head design, but it's very effective. I used two of those gears to kind of simulate a gas mask, and I think it works pretty well. I used this dish armor plate piece for the armor plate on top of his head. I don't actually know which Star Wars buildable figure it came from. I just got that piece in a lot, but I know it did come from a Star Wars buildable figure. It probably wouldn't take me too long to figure out which one, but I assume it's a Dark Trooper, but I could be wrong. His back is simple, as you can see. I used one of these really cool black Bionicle armor plates to cover up the majority of his back, and that, of course, like you saw earlier, is what holds his hatchet in place. Here's that hatchet you saw earlier. It's a very simple 4-piece design. I really like this hatchet design. I came up with it, I think, about 4 years ago whenever I first got this piece. I really like this design, and I use it pretty often, or anytime I need a small weapon, a small bladed weapon, really. Well, that's all I have to say about this MOC. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for his build video.